You know, one of my favorite parts about being here at Printing United and trade shows in general is seeing the huge variety of different garment apparel decorating methods. Now, some trend that I've seen that I've really been interested in as of lately has been sort of the mixed media application, really combining these different techniques. Now, a lot of people in our industry make their first steps into apparel decoration using heat transfer vinyl, and then as they continue to progress and grow, work on and build to other methods, things like sublimation, white toner, or now direct to film. So what we want to take a look at today is, since you have these already existing equipment pieces, why not combine them? You can have a higher value product, sell them at an additional cost, and really separate yourself from people who are maybe just doing HTV or just DTF. So today we're going to print and transfer at our booth here at the All-American Print Supply location using our DTF Station Prestige A4, the desktop option. Then we're going to head over to our friends at Siser. Maybe we'll do some puff, maybe we'll do some brick, and really add an extra dimension. So hang out with us today. If you haven't done so already, hit that red subscribe button. If you have any questions on these mixed media applications, leave that in the comment section down below. Drop a thumbs up. Let's get printing. All right, Patrick, what do we got going on right here?
All right, so we got a product that we launched actually last year called our Easy Puff Heat Transfer Vinyl. And this is a really cool vinyl because not only when you cut it is it a flat vinyl, kind of like an Easy Weed, so it has the feel and the look of that, but once you actually apply some heat and give that like puff dimension, it really, really pops.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's an exciting material to really add that extra dimension to your custom apparel. But I was talking to Joe before we got on camera. He was telling me it's a very specific process.
Exactly.
It's something that we want our end users to know how to understand.
Absolutely.
Now, as far as time, temperature, pressure, can we go to the heat press? Let's show them how it's done.
Let's go. Hop over to the heat press.
So it's to preserve the best integrity for that puff material, we're gonna go ahead and apply that second, so we're not hitting it twice. Direct to film is very forgiving, very lenient with our settings. So where I'd normally be pressing this at about 310, maybe 15 seconds, we're gonna be using a lower application temperature and a little longer time to show you it still works. So what's the first thing we should do before any pressing, any application? What do we do to the shirt?
So first thing that we should do always when we have any design, whether we're doing mixed media, we're doing one piece of media or the other, we gotta take a second really quick just to step back and be like, you know what? This design's gonna look killer, all right? So that's the first thing, but when we go over to the actual shirt itself, it's really important, especially with cotton, poly cotton fabrics. Remember, sheeps don't come in blue, red, green, yellow, black, so they're synthetically dyed, which means they hold moisture. So what we need to do first is we need to go ahead and pre-press our shirt so that we can reduce all the moisture. But I'm gonna show you a quick trick that kind of helps us in the decorated apparel industry when we are. I can preheat this shirt and I can find my center line all in one. All I'm doing is taking the two sleeves, putting them together, okay, so we have a good seam down the center, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the portion of the shirt that I'm actually going to be applying to is what we really want to draw a lot of that moisture out, lay it down, and then press it at that standard temperature. Now, most of the time for heat transfer vinyl, we're around 305 degrees for 10 to 15 seconds. However, some vinyls, especially specialty vinyls like an Easy Puff, they require a little bit less time and a little bit less temperature to get a really, really solid puff. So we're gonna do all of the work in the pre-pressing here before we move on to actually decorating the shirt. So now that we've pulled the shirt off of the actual press, you can see that we have a center line that's already been started for us, so we're already one step further to having a really accurate, well-pressed print, for sure. Alrighty, next, Oh yeah, you good?
No, I'm telling them, write this down. These are pro tips from the experts, so that was a good one.
All right, so next thing that I like to do, especially when I'm working on a little bit smaller press. So a lot of you guys might have a 16 by 20, a 15 by 15. It is a lot easier to thread a larger shirt. However, that doesn't mean that just because we have a smaller press in the 9 by 11 here, the craft press, doesn't mean that we still can't get full frontal coverage when we are creating our garments. We just have to start working with intention. So typically, we're gonna apply that design about 3 fingers from the collar. So what I like to account for is I actually like to pull the shirt back to about 3-finger width. So now I'm just applying my design directly on the platen, and I already know that not only do I have my center line to know my garment is gonna be centered or my design will be, but I also know that I'm farther enough away from the collar to get a really good accurate press. Yeah.
Perfect. It's time to throw on this direct-to-film transfer and see if it works. Protect our heating element, lay this parchment paper down, nice and easy. Now, because we are using a lower temperature, 285 for the easy puff, we're gonna be pressing this a little bit longer than a normal direct-to-film transfer. Now, when I work with synthetic materials like your polyesters, I do the same thing. I lower the heat because this is a little more sensitive to the temperature, and we compensate for that by doing a longer press time. Now, pressure-wise, what do you usually like to apply this at?
Medium to firm pressure is always best. However, with the easy puff, if you are applying a little bit longer time to it, that low pressure, or that softer pressure on the actual easy puff will allow it to still operate. But we always say standard, what we want to do is medium to firm pressure always.
Perfect. Hey, that's how we like our DTF. Now, we're using a universal film today. It's kind of a warm peel, so you can set this aside, apply your next transfer, or if you're in a hurry to get that one piece, maybe someone needs a gym shirt, let's go ahead and just give this a little rub down real fast, and then nice and easy, bada bing, bada boom.
Nice. All right, so what we're gonna do is couple that then with the easy puff. Am I good to apply on top of the DTF?
Right,
we're good?
on top.
All right. I like that drip action that we got going. I'm gonna take my easy puff. Now what I'm gonna do too, still use the cover sheet because we wanna make sure that we're protecting anything that's on the garment when we go to do that final press. So we'll go in, we'll make sure that we're at a little bit more medium to firm pressure. Hit that for about, now we're set at 25 seconds for you, but we're only gonna go for about 10 to 15 seconds in this one, but that doesn't make a difference. We can either set our time to exactly where we wanna go, or we can simply just count down. But once we peel that off, because it is a hot peel, check that out. Look at that.
Can we get the dimensionality on that? You see this 3D effect? That is insane.
That's pretty sick.
And that's what you get when you use the proper temperature, proper time, proper pressure. I mean, it's so important with the specialty material, are we right?
Yeah, absolutely, and remember guys, you can mix media. You can add a great texture within a DTF transfer and then use vinyl, whether you're coupling with a specialty or a solid color, and really try to bring out that design, make it pop quite a bit on the shirt. I like that.
No, fantastic.
That's a good one.
Joas, you got a sweet shirt for the gym, bro?
Good to see you, Joe.
Yeah. Oh, this is good. This will work, right?
Is that Joe?
I think it was Joe.
Hey,
Yeah,
Patrick,
whatever.
thank you so much. Really
Thanks, man.
appreciate
Thank you,
the
guys.
expert pro tips.
Listen, if you guys are looking for the best in the industry and education on DTF, if you're looking for another place that you can find product, make sure that you're obviously purchasing from them. And the team does an incredible job. So thanks, man.
Hey, no,
Appreciate
thank you
that.
for giving us the best material
Absolutely.
to work with.
Absolutely.
This was a blast. We got to do some more of this.
I gotta go find that shirt from Joe.
All right, that's pretty much going to wrap up our mixed media presentation. If you do have any questions on any of the steps involved, go ahead and leave that in the comment section down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, join the 10,000 loyal followers that we've got over the years. We have a lot of fun here. As you can see, hit that red subscribe button, drop a thumbs up. Thanks for joining us here at Print United. Catch you later.